rapping the lyrics. So tell me, can you feel it? And fuck no, I won't save ya. Fuck Mac, I got the brand new flavor. Shit's kinda crazy in the 9 pounds, sorta like a dog pound. Have the bees screaming, all clocks down. How can you put your clocks down when everybody has one? The outcomes, tragedies, more casualties. Oh shit! More casualties.
What's up? What's up? This is Spooky Chola in the house. With Esa Loka in the house. Chief Yaqui.
What's up? What's good?
Today's topic is Cry Baby Mafia. 10 years strong, baby. What's up?
10 years, damn. That's a long time. That's a decade, is what that is
a
right
whole
there.
fucking decade, dude.
Man.
And everybody thought we were bullshit.
Right?
Right. Y'all showed everybody out.
That's right.
It's okay. You can say whatever you gotta say on here.
Okay.
Look.
Thought I had to be censored.
No filter, no censor up in here. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it raw. For real. That's a decade. That's a decade of a lot of milestones that you guys have gone through.
Rest in peace, Clarine. Man.
The foundation of Cry Baby Mafia right there.
Should be right here, right now with us.
She is. Why you bullshit?
She is. She's right here in the
with
studio.
us.
Why
She's in the
you
studio
bullshitting?
today.
Look, she's live. She's like, this is what you guys needed to do, is speak on some real shit. Yeah, that's right. So what have you guys done? When did you guys start?
2016. August 13th.
13.
Yep.
13 is a good number.
2016. That's crazy. That was just yesterday.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And that's a lot of people.
A lot has fucking happened. A lot of people have came and went, you know, a lot of stayed until this very day. We've got a lot of loyal ones, you know.
For sure. Shout out to all the loyal first member Cry Baby Mafia, and it's still
rocking.
strong.
Look, day one. Those are called day ones right there. Day ones. Still going strong. Still backing it up.
Yeah. And we know, and also I ain't gonna lie, you know, like we have some that did step down and do their own things, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we got manned up for them, those homies también, porque, you know, a lot for Cry Baby Mafia. They put in work, you know what I mean? And, but yeah, shout out to them as well. You know, no hate, no.
Right. You got to remember where you came from. Remember where you came from. And that's life, though. You know, people come and go and things happen, but you guys are still going strong, and that's all that matters. You know, no matter what, you guys kept it pushing.
And then also, you know, we had to pull the weeds out amongst the grass. También, you know,
Las víboras.
Yep.
We had some wild ones, let me tell you.
You guys were under construction. That's what it was, you know, going down.
Reload.
Right.
And, you know, like with anything else, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know, you gotta, it takes time to see who is really in it to be in it or is in it for the long haul. You know, their loyalty shows, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people what I've learned throughout the years is that a lot of people speak about loyalty, but they don't know what the fuck it means. You know
It's just a word to this generation, I believe. They don't know.
Loyalty ain't temporary. It's either you got it or you don't, period. You know, so we see right through it. Spooky knows. Many times we've had discussions and you know, because we come from where we come from, you know, we come from a, you know, I don't know if Spooky wants to speak on that, and that's on her, but I'm saying we come from a, you know, a situation where we realize that loyalty matters, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And we've also seen what happens to, you know, groups that are not fucking loyal, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
yeah, they crumble. It falls apart.
It does. You know, they may think that they didn't, but homie, I'm sorry. If you can't trust the person next to you, then what do you got? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yep.
So
because it's not just you know, our organization. You guys build like friendships with people. It's supposed to be like a family, like a second family. And it's like disrespect when you guys go against, family.
And
so that's how you guys
Cry
feel.
Baby Mafia
It's a
was
family
like,
as well.
it was supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun for us. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be something we enjoy doing. And when you have a lot of, people that aren't used to that, realness,
Yeah.
they don't know how to deal with it. So
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that in the beginning when we started, Spooky, if you remember, when we started off a bit, we didn't know which direction we were going. We just knew that we wanted to represent, we wanted to be a community, we wanted to just show out because we love all different types of people, you know what I mean? We most definitely did not want to be that group that discriminated based on size, color,
Right.
background,
Age.
that was for a fact. We didn't to have all crazy guidelines and all that shit. As long as they came and they were passionate, good people that wanted to just have fun and be somebody in their community.
Something bigger than just yourself.
Yeah, we wanted to support that. You know what I mean? We wanted to see where it went, but we still didn't know, right?
Right.
No.
Because we had our hands dipped in everything when we first came out.
Right.
We had our own magazine. We had, publishing rights, everything. Like, man.
Yeah. We didn't know which direction we were going in. But because of that, Spooky, we also
music videos, like crazy.
We also figured out who was there only for clout. Remember?
Exactly. And those people showed face really quick.
And I think that you guys are at a point where you guys are gonna blow up on a different level because it's levels to everything, right? It's levels. So I think you guys are gonna blow up on a different level to where those people didn't deserve to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
To the level where you guys are gonna be and are.
Yeah,
and like you said, people showed face and they showed who they really were.
That's true. That's true. Like in the beginning, like we were like tripping out because people that we thought was a good idea,
right?
Not being a good idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, those are called lessons. Look,
those are lessons. Those are lessons. Those are not do-overs either. You know?
Right.
And that's the thing. Like that's one thing that I do appreciate too about Clarine and I, because when I first started. When me and Clarine first started, we started off, from the bottom. We started off from the bottom. We didn't claim to know shit, but we just knew that from our experience before what we wanted and didn't want.
Right.
In Cry Baby Mafia, you know what I mean? And so, Clarine always hit the notebook from day one. Clarine, and we're going to talk about Clarine because I'm telling you, this is Clarine, man.
Right.
No, and we did. We were talking about some topics that we should talk about, right? And, we're going to start it off with what it is, right? Cry Baby Mafia,
Man, she was the backbone.
And she's still here. And for some reason, it's like we all pushed to be here. It happened for a reason. And this is a whole voice that's going to be heard everywhere. Yep. We're going to be on Spotify, just so you guys all know, too.
Can't talk about Cry Baby Mafia without talking about Clarine.
And we said we got to talk about Clarine because she's definitely a topic of all of that.
Clarine, like nobody understood that. Like Clarine always has been judged, and Clarine, but you know what? When she came to Cry Baby Mafia, she knew that all judgment was out, and it's such freedom. And I felt like we scored big time for giving her that because she transformed Cry Baby Mafia. She had her hands in everything. People just don't know.
The effort she put into it.
Listen, she had 4 or 5 profiles, not because she was catfishing.
Because she had that many people on her pages.
Fucking fans, boo.
Damn.
Upon
And she wanted to be each and everyone's friend. Like,
she checked in on everybody. We got people still to this day that miss her because they remember that she would be in their DMs. Hey, how you? She was personable. Like, she didn't just shoot the shit and forgot about you. No.
Right.
She remembered everybody and stayed in contact with everybody and showed everybody mad love. Mad love. And whenever they needed someone to listen, she was that person.
That's how it should be.
Prayer chains. She did prayer chains. She would hook up with pen pals.
She had everybody's birthday on a notebook reminder, like today's so and so's birthday.
That's showing that you care, though. You know, she was a caring person.
Yeah. Yeah. And she didn't have to, but she took it upon herself to put in that much work because, okay, her situation wasn't ideal. She couldn't put the footwork, but that didn't matter.
No, that didn't matter. She put in a lot of work, though.
She put in a lot of work.
And that's when, the social media started and everybody started to know that you could get more out there on social media, And she did all that.
She sure did. She always had her bits and notebook. She'd be up 8 hours. She would wake up. First thing she would do is either call Spooky or me. And working with her we had our challenges. Don't get it wrong. Me and her bumped heads several times. But it's because I'm going to tell you right now, she don't fuck around when it comes to Cry Baby Mafia.
Right.
And if she smells something fishy, she calls you out. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, we bumped heads, me and her. But at the same time, I think that's what made our relationship so strong.
Yeah.
Well, that we did that. We challenged each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she just ended up being like the closest to family to me. Like, she's my family.
Yeah.
I still to this day have her in my heart and my mind. In every meeting, no lie, in every meeting, I always talk about Clarine because she comes.
Right.
Hear her speaking to me about her input because I always have to make sure that people remember her.
Yeah.
This is her baby.
Yeah.
We didn't get her just because we made it this far because of Clarine. A lot of fucking me and her work tirelessly together. Her more than I'll give her so much credit. But I mean, she saw through bullshit. She was right about a lot of people.
And it's crazy how after she passed away, it hit everybody hard, and then she kind of put a halt to things, you know what I mean? And then when everything came back, like she cleaned house for everybody by herself.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Like through the spiritual realm.
Yeah, when she passed, it was devastating. For a long time, I felt being Spooky both. I don't know.
We both felt the same.
Yeah, she always says that how it affected her so much. Like, it put a standstill to things because it affects you. It's not that Cry Baby Mafia put a pause. It was because you guys were grieving a loss from the family, like you said.
For sure.
It takes time.
And it was a huge loss. Like, it got to the point where I would need to hear her voice, so I would go back, and I still have it.
I still do that too.
I play her voice, and
yeah.
Her nasty jokes. She had that her mentality, man.
I know.
Everybody's a little cochina. Stop.
I would cry and I would cry because I missed her so much. Like, I for a very long time, I'll be like, damn it, like, why? See, I only have a few people in my whole life that I still cry for that have passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I've had a lot of people die that I cared about. But there's just this few that when I think of them, I tear up. I mourn them still.
Yeah, yeah.
And Clarine is one of them. Even now, just talking about her just brings tears to my eyes because I could feel her still here with me.
Most definitely.
I could still feel her with me, working with me. She's my motivator. Um, her loyalty cannot be forgotten, and I can't that's what made me say, okay, that's enough. Now we got to get back into it.
Right. She's like, okay, guys, you had your time. I'm still here. And that's the thing. It's like, I think when people go through things in life too, like when you go through like betrayals or losses or whatever, right? Um, it's good to know that you had people like that were really loyal to you and held it down, and that's what makes you miss them more because you know that they were real motherfuckers.
Yeah, and with losing her, like you said, with time, we did get to see the weeds end up falling out on their own.
And it was her, definitely, because like I said, it was like you said, Cry Baby Mafia is her baby, and she got to see from a different point of view and obviously everything around, right? And she was like, hold up, girls, I gotta shake you up because look at what's what the snakes that are in the fucking grass.
That's true. And the ones that are still here to this day, they stayed steadfast. Like they didn't leave. They're still here.
Right.
We got that are stubborn as hell, like
yeah.
But it is what it is. They're still here with us, and they're still on what do you call it? They're still waiting for the next direction. Let's do this. And some of them have not stopped.
Yep.
Like the homegirl in LA, she's one of our leads. We call her Beauty, and she's one of our big leads in LA. And she's never stopped.
Every Friday, right? Every Friday.
She's still to this day, even though she has her own challenges with her health and whatnot, she still goes out and makes sure that people are receiving the needs of food, clothing.
She knows how bad that they need her, for sure.
Yeah, she doesn't stop, and she is the pillar of Cry Baby Mafia. Really shows out, and we give her so much credit for not quitting. And I've always worried about her saying, you know what, and she'll say it. Sometimes it's like, damn, because so many people fell out, she stayed.
Right.
And we've always worried about her falling out too, but she hasn't. She's still here.
Yeah.
She's still here. And because of that, we're like, damn it, she's one of those ones that are here for the long haul.
The diehards,
Yeah, she's a diehard loyal. Not her, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's why Cry Baby Mafia, I think that's why, even though, Clarine's gone now, you know what I'm saying? And we worked so hard, me and her grew together up the ladder with Cry Baby. I mean, I swear, right now, she would be up there with me.
Yep.
It would be Spooky, Clarine, me. You know what I mean? It would always be like that, sure, because you got to give credit where credit's due. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And
seniority as well. Seniority. Like once you get to a point, that's seniority and that's respect that's earned.
And even though she's not here in the physical world, she's still right.
Sure.
She's still right there for me. I still go to her. I still think, okay, what? Nah, Clarine wouldn't let that happen. Nah, Clarine this. You know what I mean? And excuse me, I still do that to this day. And that's why I do what I do. I'd be like, Spooky, we gotta have a meeting. Let's do it. Things like that. Because even though we've got a lot of people that right now they're not active doing we got to let them know, you know what, we still care. We want to keep going. We got to keep in mind that we didn't work this hard to just let it all go.
Right.
We're not doing that. That's not an option. There's still a lot to do.
And it's like levels, you know, it's like it's a levels. You just keep going and climbing up and getting higher, you know?
Yeah. That's why I found a lot of people, several people that were once in our circle think that they got the answer to our present, our past, present, and future. You know what I mean?
Right, trying to come back like some bad spirits or something. Spirits from the past. This ain't Scrooge.
Let me say this, okay? You may had a tidbit of the past, but that's all you're gonna ever have.
Yeah.
You don't know not a damn thing that's going on today, and most definitely you're not gonna have no play in the future.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not because we were punks,
Right.
Nah. That's because you's a punk.
Right. Right. And you never speak about moves that you're gonna make. That's to the opponent. You know, you don't do that. So that's why you guys move in silence, because that's how it should be done. You guys know what you're doing, and that's the only people that should know, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we could do so much more. Yes, of course. But it's not about, you know what I'm saying? It's not about, how far we can take it. We can take it as far as we want.
Exactly. There's a lot of doors open for opportunity.
We can take it as far as we want. However, we want to make sure we work with good people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't want to just put ourselves out there for just anybody.
It's not quantity, it's quality.
Yep.
Always.
Exactly.
And you don't have to have a lot of people to have a team that's solid and that's willing to do the work of like a whole army, you know?
You know what? I got to do my what do you call it here? Fucking or FBI. What do you call it?
Undercover
investigation.
Chola? Undercover Chola.
Undercover Chola investigation. Like, we don't want to work with anybody that has some type of crazy little past, you know,
right.
That's and then later on we find out that we were affiliated with some dumb shit. You know,
right.
like we try really hard to be really careful with people who we work with. Because man, I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's a lot of nonsense.
Oh yeah.
Right. And it gives you know, your organization a bad name and bad reputation that's not necessary, because that's not what you guys represent. You know?
Yeah.
You guys are not about drama, period.
Yeah, and you know, I read a lot of shit. You know, people say, oh, you know what, you know, you guys are grown adults, you know, get past it, blah, blah, blah. People have opinions, you know what I'm saying? And that's all fine and dandy, and I can respect that. But the thing is that you got to be really careful and prestigious in your moves, because any type of move gets judgment, like no matter what. And so you got to be really careful. You got to think 10 steps ahead. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can't just go in there and say, oh yeah, you know, whoop the whoop. You know, this person and that person could take us this far, but then they end up being something that you don't want to be affiliated with, and now what?
Right.
Now you're gonna get questioned. Like working with said type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not about whether you're an adult. That's being an adult. Making fucking wise moves. And yeah, I'm sorry, you know, you gotta listen, you gotta pay attention, you gotta do your little investigations to know who you're working.
Exactly. They say birds of a feather flock together. Look, so you definitely have to be careful who you associate with. They used to say, you know, the Mexican saying, "Dime con quién te juntas y yo te digo quién eres." You know.
Yeah.
And that's true right there.
There's been a lot of organizations that wanted to give us money, but because of who they were affiliated, I can't put my hand out like that. Nope.
Yeah. You know, and okay, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like my shit don't stink.
Right.
Yeah, I got a pass. But then there's shit that you did that you learned from, and then there's shit that you did that
That's gonna be on the next episode. I'm just playing things we've done in the past.
Like, there's shit that you did in your past that ain't coming. You can't come back from that.
Right.
No matter what, and you gotta just be real careful about that type of shit.
And also, with that being said, it's like me and Spooky always say, man, we have a clean record. But most people would see us and assume and judge us and be like, oh, and that's why we try to keep our reputation and maintain it clean, because we are maintained, on a different level. We consider ourselves. So we do consider who we associate with, definitely.
Exactly. And even though Cry Baby Mafia says that we accept all people without judgment, that's true. We do accept all people without judgment.
Right.
But if Spooky finds out,
right,
once you join us, it doesn't stop there.
Right.
Now you are a open book to Spooky.
Mm-hmm. And I find out some shit about you.
And that's why you have to lead by example, and we have to make wise decisions, because, like I said, people assume things and they don't know that, you shouldn't judge people. Everybody is everybody.
People that were, again, like I said, people who beats out amongst the grass, people that ended up, being removed, always have something to say. They twist it up and they start, saying negative stuff. Oh, I don't know why. I think it was because of whoop the whoop. I think this. Say what you want.
Right.
Say what you want. It's not new to us. We're ready for it. Bring it on.
Haters gonna hate, and that's what keeps people going too, is the motivation. Like, man, it doesn't stop. Being a hater isn't gonna stop, something that's already gonna be destiny.
Right.
And
this is your guys'.
And those very people will think that we got dementia, and they come back knocking at our door.
Every single time.
On the outside looking in. Just because I got the mic right now.
We don't forget.
Right.
And some Spooky will forget, and I'll be like, nah.
I know. Sometimes we have to go back in the call logs. Look.
Yeah. You got to go and take a look back.
And I got things on record too. You know what I mean? And so it's like, remember this cat.
Right.
There's no coming back for them. No.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Still to this very day. So, it is what it is. But anywho, we Cry Baby Mafia is still here. We're not going anywhere.
That's right.
We're proud of what we have done so far. Through the ups and the downs, we've got some real ones in our group. We also have honoraries that are in our group.
That's right.
We're proud to have them as honoraries. Because, some of them have really worked with us. Some of them Spooky knows personally. Some of them have wanted to be a part of what we do, because they really like what we represent, what we've done, just within the community. And talking about that, I don't even know if we started off thinking we were going to start doing leads and
no, because the first thing we did was be about the magazine. We were trying to sell and get people to buy a page. Remember? But the lady, the owner that gave us rights to that magazine, got real sick, so she had to put the magazine down. But she got real sick. She got lupus.
So then we just kind of like evolved.
Right.
We just started doing photography, got into play. And then I don't know, somehow we did a feed and it popped off, you know what I mean? And it ended up being something that we do. We like doing that. We like helping people.
Eventually we're gonna get back into the photography. It was a major setback when the truck was stolen and everything in it took, so that was a major setback.
For a major comeback.
But definitely
Major
it's going to
comeback.
happen again for sure.
Yeah. And let's I'm gonna put it out there. I can give a shit. But we have photography that's out there right now, and we're proud of it. Mm-hmm. We're proud of the that we have in our arsenal. But don't get it twisted. Spooky knows how to do. She's an artist.
Obviously, the artistic juices flow.
Just so we're clear, I took in the last couple years of those photos. So, and also I own the copyright to the name of the photography. So if I want to call it that, I still can call it that. Period.
That's right.
I won't call it that.
But on the record.
On the record, I own the rights, the copyrights. Everything is in my name. So.
And that's how everything should be, is put out on the table, because everything, people wonder and want to know and stuff, and that's what it is. Spooky is a pinup model, period, and she knows how to take obviously amazing pictures because she's been in them. So if anybody knows like a good perspective on taking pictures, it's Spooky.
That's right.
My photography is published, by the way. My personal photography is published. So. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Right. So that is in don't nobody need to know the moves, but that's in the works,
Right. Big things happening, coming soon.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are also going to be shook the fact that we have a whole podcast going on.
Right.
This is a big deal for us because this has been in the mental for months and months and months, but due to things, you wait for the perfect time, and this is the perfect
and it
time.
happens.
Perfect
it happens
time.
just like that.
I thought it was suiting for us to start this podcast with the fact that we're talking about Cry Baby Mafia, because that's who we are. That's our biggest. That is our in our family. You know what I mean? And,
right.
Anything after that is just shoot the shit, chopping it up.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to that. I'm proud that you guys have started the podcast. It says a lot. I mean, it's something that's huge in the making.
We already have people waiting to be guest members here. So,
and just to put it out there, every time we do have a podcast, we are definitely going to talk about what's going on with Cry Baby Mafia and what's going on and what the plans are and who's doing what where, because that's a part of what it is, So, sponsored by Cry Baby Mafia.
All copyrights.
Our sponsor.
Cry Baby Mafia.
Cry Baby Mafia. Okay. I'm drinking out of a Cry Baby Mafia cup right now. No, I'm just kidding. Hint.
Looking forward to who's next. I'm honored to be one of the first.
You are the first. You are definitely going to be the first out there with us, and who better to do it, because you also motivated us to do this, and we thank you.
Oh, for sure. No. You guys are crazy. We have some crazy conversations.
Yeah, we do.
I figure, why not? It's only suiting.
Right.
Hey, the other day we were home, right? And a Spooky sister called, and her husband was with her, and she was like, "Hey, we're bored. Can you guys tell us a story?" Like that's how much our life is comical. And we're like, all right, let's go through the file. You know what I mean?
Like, let me tell you about last week.
Y'all don't even know. Okay, we're being good today, but wait till the next one comes through.
I'm telling you, like these women, I'll be on the phone with them, and I'll be like having this one thought, let's discuss it. The next thing you know, we're talking about a whole other thing.
Right. Like today, we did one cut.
How did we get here?
Right. We messed up one time, and then the next time we just took off because we just know we all have the gift of gabbing, okay? And we're going to never use nobody's real name, so trust, we're going to switch that around, but everybody's going to know what we're talking about.
Right.
Hey, like I said, those people will know who we're referring to.
Right.
And, hey.
They know who they are. Look.
And they're going to feel some type of way, but you know what it is, Like, you got to know where you're, you know what I'm saying? You did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean.
It's called Don't Be Grimy Over Here.
It's called We Have Freedom of Speech. You guys should have started your own podcast.com.
Period. Hey, and what bullshitting, they might.
Right.
And if you guys do copycats, you know what I mean? That's why another thing I would like to say is you can never say anything that you're planning, because they're going to do it and be like, see, like, yeah, and it shouldn't be like that, but we did hop on it. I mean, we have a whole setup. We have a studio, guys. Let's keep it 100, and we work hard to do this, so this is something
Hold
that
on,
we're
I'm
going to
gonna show
do.
you real quick. Hold on.
We represent Cry Baby Mafia up in here. We have a whole setup, and yeah, we're not playing around. So, we're gonna do shoots in here. We're gonna interview a lot of dope people that are based out of a lot of things. We're gonna talk tattoos one day because we're all tatted up too. We're just gonna have a lot of different conversations about things, and give people a chance to speak because a lot of people can't right now, especially with everything going on in the world and how we're,
That's a whole nother
that's another conversation. But hey, what better way to really express yourself because it's good for your mental health as well. And we're here to, support everybody. Period.
That's right. That's right. That's true. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so here we are. We fucking done shoot the shit about a whole mess of shit. But it is what it is. Cry Baby Mafia is and will always be an open book to those who are good people interested that really want to help us, not help us, but want to join us
Right.
in our growth, because um we're just a bunch of females and males that are dedicated. We love family, we love people. We just wanna have fun. We just wanna support each other, support others. Um, we want
Support our future generations.
Right.
we want even children. Like
Mhm.
we welcome the youth as well. Because we do have a youth chapter. So we want to be role models to those that are because we have, of course, a lot of our members are parents. You know what I mean? And a lot of them that when they go out and do their community service, they take their kids. You know what I mean? And their kids, and they work alongside their parents.
Mhm.
And we can't ignore that, you know what I mean? And they're like, and so the parents will come to us and be like, hey, can I make a shirt for my son or can I make a shirt for my daughter?
Yeah.
And that brought in an idea of starting the Cry Babies of CBM.
Mhm.
Because we figured, as long as they are good kids, that they get good grades in school, they stay out of trouble.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they're right there alongside their parents putting in that work. Yes, they can most definitely be a part of Cry Babies of CBM because those kids, they deserve it. They really want to go out there and help the community.
Right.
But we also want them to be, good kids as well.
Yeah.
And we do. We've seen
And you're also making memories as well. They're gonna always remember. You know what? We used to do this.
They're a
Cry
part of
Baby
something.
Mafia, like
They're a part of something, and it's not a gang. It's not nothing bad. They're a part of something that's positive for the community.
Right. And a lot of people judge. They think that we're over here gangs, but it's not about that.
Right.
It's just that because, like I said, a lot of us come from different backgrounds.
Right.
And yes, we used to be active and affiliated. I mean, not trying to name a group, right? Because we know there's a group out there called that. But I'm saying be out there and actively in the streets, and we were actively affiliated. And so, but again, a lot of us are formed. We are grown. We are now involved in helping the community. We never forget where we came from, and things like that. But again, not all of us are from
right to be accepted.
Yes, a lot of us have a dark past.
Right.
But it has to be where they now are reformed, they are ready to give back. And again, Spooky does her little investigations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We watch these people.
For a long time, I would watch people.
Yeah, we watch how they work with people, how they they carry themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not whether we're judging them. We just want to see where their minds at, where their hearts at, and it's always their hearts that get me. Like once I see your heart, and your heart is full of just good, man, that right there is that's exactly what we need for Cry Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we don't care about whether you're coming with blue hair, piercings from head to toe, tatted up, a biker, black, blue, yellow, red, brown. You know, we don't. You know what I mean? We don't care. You know what I mean? We got leads that are in Washington, and homeboy, he still puts in work.
Yeah.
Puts in and important work at that.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there saving lives.
Giving out Narcan, yeah.
Yeah.
He's saving lives. And he's a Cry Baby Mafia lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Jimmy Rock.
That's right. Jimmy Rock, that's right. And that's the homeboy, you know what I mean? Out there saving lives. And man, that's another one that's a big, huge pillar of Cry Baby Mafia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, then let's not forget we've got our homegirl curandera also came with us from the past. Now, loyal to this very day. Not judge her. A lot of people say a lot what they want to say about her. But you know what? We paid attention.
Yep.
We paid attention. Everybody else only looked at the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But we paid attention to her heart.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And she is solid homegirl. Solid carnala. I think she's working with people and she's about to do a huge event. We're still waiting for the dates on that. But you know, she has her own challenges. You know what I mean? She's not, you know, she's got her own challenges for, you know, I don't want to speak too much because a lot of that is personal, but you know, she's undergoing a lot of challenges right now. But she's still putting in that work as much as she can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm telling you, we got members that are not just members just buzz for clout.
Right.
We got members that are here really making a difference. You know what I mean? We're not trying to do photos all the time and just, you know, put ourselves in the social media all crazy every now and then. No. We're really putting in work. That's why a lot of people think, Mafia, you guys are has-beens. You guys are, you know, we don't see you guys. Okay.
Right.
Hey, that's okay.
You guys don't see the behind the scenes, though. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but when you see us, you'll see us.
Right.
We'll make sure that you guys see us.
You'll be seen when you want to be seen.
Right. We don't have to be about the clout.
Right.
We don't need out there like that all crazy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Everything happens in due time. We rush into things. We respect our members. We respect their time. We respect their challenges. A lot of people would see them as excuses, and I'm not gonna lie. Me and Clarine we've been back and forth with that. But Clarine is more sensitive. That's what from. Clarine was more sensitive to everybody's challenges.
Right.
And that I learned from her. Because my ass be like, nope, that's it. I don't want him here.
Yes, Tubo. It's a wrap.
He knows. But I've learned so much from Spooky and Clarine that patience is key. Standing is important when you love people, care about them. And we do. We love and care about our homies. You know, our carnalas mean a lot to us. And so if they say, you know what, I need to take a break, guess what? We let them have that. With no questions. We just understand. Because we too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we too have challenges. We know what it's like.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, me too. We took a huge long break.
Sometimes you need that. Your soul needs that, you know?
You know what I mean? So we understand. We do not. We do not want to sit here and be like, damn it, like why is this she doing more? You know, blah blah. We see the potential of each chapter, and well, see, we haven't even talked about chapters.
Right.
Look, I'm telling you.
You know, we have chapters all put through here. You know.
Mhm.
How many chapters do you guys have right now?
14.
Yeah. And um, they're they're there. You know what I mean? And we're still, and also just to put it out there, we are still open to accept new members.
Mhm.
You know, if anybody would like to join us and work with us and go with us,
And we're not a social media, hashtag. It's not what it's about. It is a organization, a real life organization where you're going to put footwork in sometime, eventually.
yeah, yes,
We are on the internet, but we're not like a hashtag. What are they called?
Like TikTok crews and
There you go.
TikTok.
That's not
only for
what
social
we are.
media, but
Right.
don't.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
But-
get it. TikTok, you have
Yes,
They have
yes.
multiple where they're like even from
It's
20 if they want to
It's
be.
just a hashtag with
Right.
them.
It's a form of
views
getting
and all that
views.
stuff. We've been around for years.
Before
for
TikTok.
10 years. So
10 years, yep. And you know, a lot of us have our own content. Yes, we do. And that's acceptable. We don't, again, we don't judge. People
Right.
want to have content. Hey, happy for you. We want to support that.
Like their personalities come out more in TikTok.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But you know, at the same time, that helps us see them as well. You know what I mean? A lot of us have content. Look at Spooky, man. She's got major content.
uh-huh.
You know,
Every day.
Spooky,
I got over 100 drafts sitting there right
Spooky's
now.
life is content. You hear me? Walking down the stairs from her house is content.
yeah, even Chief. Like if you follow Spooky, you have to follow Chief.
And I have content too. And you know what, haters? I'm glad that you see me. Thank you for the views again. And you know why I don't get as many views as I usually do is because you guys be shadow banning and reporting. So
That's okay.
hey, as long as I get one soul, my job is done.
Yeah, and it ain't about the numbers for me.
I'll take over your FYP. With
As long as it made
Look.
somebody roll their eyes one day, I have done what I needed to do.
I will take over the entire FYP if that's what I shall please.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you got haters, you also got followers. You know?
Right.
And
Oh yeah, no, we do have followers. Thank you for the followers. I love all of you.
Yes.
Okay. And if you guys are like, oh my God, you guys have a certain amount, or why do you guys think followers? It's called the content that we provide is to make people be like, okay, life is not that serious. Do you guys get that?
Right.
It's not that serious. We're funny. We're whatever it is that we do or the song. If you get the subliminal messages, then you get them. If you don't, then that's why you keep watching to try to figure it out.
Right.
you made that thing. If the shoe fits,
Right. Put that shit on.
And I do always stalk people's pages from the past. I will admit that because I got to know what you guys are up to and what you guys are doing. Because people try to creep up and surprise, not over here. So
no surprises.
Let's not be childish about things, people.
And what's crazy is that you know how TikTok has that feature where you can see people jump in.
Uh-huh.
Hey, if you see me jump in your shit, oh well,
I always make Spooky. I'll be like, jump in, and she's like, no, and I do it.
I don't want to be seen in certain people's lives.
Right. I don't really care.
I don't care because let me tell you something. I'm nosy, yes.
Yep.
I want to up to, yes. But that's it. We're not going to be friends.
Right.
Don't shoot me a fucking request. I don't. If I wanted to be on your shit, I would have requested you.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So
FYI. And it's funny that let's keep it, see how we're going to a different topic, but it's for real. We're all grown and everybody should act like it. Like nobody cares and acting like we're in high school and like, oh, this sticks and stones is going to break my bones. No, they don't. Okay. They don't.
I got a bat that could do the same thing.
I am not conceited. I am confident. Thank you very much, motherfuckers. I don't give a damn. I really don't. So people trying to intimidate on TikTok
I post things because I know you're watching.
Definitely. And people are like, oh, I saw them on my thing, on my page, on my stories. So that means what? That means I'm watching. So
Right.
who cares? You think you're special. Like, no. That's just the reality is it's TikTok, guys.
Right.
Like quit the shit. Quit the shit. I mean, stop sitting there and be like, oh, she don't really look like that in real life. She uses filters. Oh,
Right.
she, come on now, please.
Okay. Like,
Come on
Okay.
now.
Hey, we
zero
look.
fucks.
Everybody is guilty of using a filter.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know? And I like hashtagging that shit.
Right.
They're fun as fuck. I
Mhm.
really. And if I choose to cover up my double chin,
Right. Me too. Look.
Mind your business.
I can do that.
Right.
You know.
But let's keep it 100. The filter does its job to somewhat, right? To maybe smooth things out a little bit here and there. But in reality, if you're ugly, you're going to have an ugly filter face. Okay, because I've seen them in real life. And I've seen people who use filters and they're still ugly. So you have to have a good foundation in order for the filter to catch that nice jawline. You hear me?
And then again,
I'm anemic. Fuck y'all.
And hold on. And then some people are just ugly, period. You know what I mean?
Nothing can help you.
Outside. I'm talking outside.
Not I'm anemic.
There's day. She said anemic.
I'm anemic.
I know.
Leave me alone. Look.
Look. Okay, so we take anemic iron pills. Who cares? Mind your business. Y'all ain't paying for it. Look. But that's the thing.
I live in Washington, okay?
Right,
we don't
it's
have
cold.
that much sunlight.
It's cold over here, motherfuckers. We listen to a lot of Nirvana in this house. I'm just playing. Shout out to Kurt Cobain.
Right.
Aberdeen in the house. I'm just playing.
That brings me back to the fact that Cry Baby Mafia can be found on TikTok. Mm-hmm. We can be found on Instagram. We can be found on Twitter, which we should be more active on Twitter, right. But hey, it's there. You find if you
Twitter's just, sometimes you don't know.
You can Google us too, and you're gonna find.
I think Twitter is because of who funds that. Sometimes it's flip floppy, and they be trying to intercept your information.
Yeah, that's true. And then we got and that's probably why we're not really active on it.
Yeah.
And then we also have a YouTube that I'm pretty sure is going to start surfacing. Mm-hmm. Damn it. You know what I mean?
I got to add a lot more videos to that, but for sure.
It's exciting, and it takes time to it's like when you're preparing for like a party, like a big party, it takes time to, prepare. Mm-hmm. So that's what you guys have been doing, is preparing for this next,
Yeah, and when we first started on Facebook. Facebook was our go-to.
Yeah.
Facebook was our way of reaching the world, you know what I mean? That's when we started first on Facebook. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of stuck in the old ways where I feel like we do more.
I always just feel like I'm being more censored on Facebook, so I stopped going on there because they kept trying to take my page away, and it's very censored for me, so I can't express myself some days.
You guys are going to catch us, though, on YouTube a lot, because YouTube, you can very much voice your opinion and not be censored. So.
And you, okay, let's be real spooky. You come with a lot of haters, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
And so for you, I get it. But what I'm referring to is that Cry Baby Mafia does most of their business and promoting and things like that on Facebook. However, we've had a lot of our members who are very creative, who have found ways to promote on TikTok, which has been awesome. Some of them have found ways to be creative on Instagram. And so now we can branch out and do not only Facebook, but also Twitter. I mean, not Twitter. Take that off the chart. I'm talking about Instagram, which I would love for Instagram to pop off more too, because a lot of people don't do TikTok. Right. They do Instagram, which Spooky you don't do much of. Mm-hmm. Should do more of it.
I know.
Instagram should be.
I guess I don't know what it is, but my page only recycles the same shit. Like I think I'm gonna have to follow more people. I'm not quite sure, but it's very like it doesn't like there's no new feed.
Yeah. Maybe if you go live.
Maybe.
You go live on Instagram and just shoot the shit with people.
Yeah.
And that way you'll get more people interested to want to follow you.
That's the thing with everything is you got to go live.
Yeah.
I get that because it's like.
Yeah.
You know.
And like you ain't ugly, so go live. And you got a lot to talk about.
That's the thing is when I go on there, I end up cussing somebody out. You know what I mean? And that's where I get cut off.
Ban you.
I have to learn when to shut the fuck up. You know, like.
Well, you know what?
Or not giving them my attention. You know, I have to remember that these people don't know me. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that's exactly true. Like that brings me back to the fact of TikTok. You know, I've been watching. TikTok is still one of those platforms that I don't really like. I go in there and I throw a little video here and there, but I still don't get TikTok. I haven't figured it out. However, TikTok is one of those platforms where if you say anything, like if you say the word bully, if you talk about TV, SA, all these other things, you have to talk in code. And I'm doing that here because, again, this is a podcast that I don't know which you're going to post it on, so I don't want you to get banned or nothing. But, there's a lot of subjects that we could talk about, but we would have to talk about it in codes.
Yeah, you do.
TikTok will throw you out real quick. And a lot of people talk crap on TikTok, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta be real careful these days. TikTok is hella sensitive. Sensitive. So is Facebook. They're sensitive as hell. Instagram, I rarely see anybody go on there talking crap. So it's like I feel like it's YouTube. Like where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? YouTube, yes, they do have some guidelines and whatnot, but I feel like you've got a lot more freedom.
Yeah.
With YouTube, especially when it's your YouTube. And I think me and Carrie have always talked about the future with YouTube. Like, we would love to see more of our carnales and carnalas being more creative and expressive with what they want to do, what they want to put out there, and have access to YouTube, knowing that they can put their whatever they do, whatever it may be out there. Like, for example, like Curandera, she has a vision, and I don't want any of that out there right now because it's in the works, but she has a vision for what she's doing right now, working with, she's networking with other groups, and really excited to see. She's excited. But I would love to see what she's doing and then have that be posted on our YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. We gotta give out shout outs to a lot of our supporters that are outside. And we have a lot of supporters that are in and also out of Cry Baby Mafia. We have we do have a lot of respect for Vatos. What is it, Vatos? I'm sorry.
BRR Vatos Rampas and.
Isn't it Vatos Rucas y Rampas?
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, we got a lot of love for them. They're going to be working with our curandera of Colorado. She's our lead of Colorado. And we got mad love for them. They're good people. So they do something for cancer awareness. And that's something that we are passionate about. Some of us have lost a lot of loved ones to cancer. And so that's something that curandera wants to work with them, and I feel like that's important
Yeah.
Because, not only are we about DV awareness and children or autistic or whatever it may be awareness, we also want to be aware of, things that are really hitting families. That's cancer.
Yeah.
So really happy that she's going to be working with them. That's going to be an event that may take place in Texas, if I'm not sure. That's what she said. But again, that's something in the future.
Mhm.
I can't say more because there's not much to talk about at this time. But just know that, again, a lot of people think that, Cry Baby Mafia ain't doing nothing. But no, guess what? Yes, we are. We have the works. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Yep. And Spooky's gonna be on the mic, and Delia, you're gonna be on the mic weekly, okay? Like we could, you know what I mean? You could get on the mic weekly and say what's going on, what you feel, what's going on with the community, anything you got on your mind.
I'm too down for it. I love it.
A weekly guest, that way you can always express yourself.
Yeah.
I can put people on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's always happening something in our life every week, right?
Yep. I mean, right now we're talking about Cry Baby Mafia. Next week we may talk about a topic that I did want to talk about, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it because it's a lot of things that one of our honoraries, she's one of the most outspoken homegirls out there, and also the most hated, the most loved, the most judged. And I want to give a shout out to come on, Rose, Erica Rodriguez, you know who you are. We love her, and I love her style. I love the fact that she has no fear to speak her mind.
Right.
A lot of people think that she should take it down a notch, but why?
No.
Why should she? You know what I'm saying? She sees right through the
People
bullshit.
fear a powerful woman. That's what it is.
Yeah. Powerful woman. She deserves that spot. She's worked really hard to deserve that spot. And so if she's going to call you out, she's going to call you out. It is what it is. And because of that, I pay attention. And when she posts things, I do pay attention. And I'm like, okay, you know what? She did her due diligence. She doesn't just post shit. I mean, she doesn't just post shit. She posts shit that means something to her.
Right.
And because of that, and that's why she's one of our honoraries, yo. Come on. She's right there with us. That is exactly who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We may not be that vocal, but we do agree that that is not acceptable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so we may talk about different topics. Now that we have the platform, and if I'm allowed to, Spooky and Chief.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We could talk about those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And it may bring in more people. And again, I would love to see who's going to come in the future. Crybaby is open to hear every again. But if you think you're going to come in here and cause the mess, I'm going to tell you.
Right.
Spooky is not going to bring you in.
I will pull that rug entirely from your life.
And that's how it should be. Nobody should have, toxic people around.
She's going to do a background check of your medical.
I'm a fine your house where you live at.
She going to do a fingerprint
of your front yard.
She got a live scan machine right here while you're bullshitting.
Invitation card.
She's going to take a piece of your hair. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to know exactly where your granny came from.
Right. Nah, we're playing. Are we?
Are we?
Huh. I don't know, baby D.
Well, okay. So it's like I'm really looking forward to what's going to transpire with this podcast.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for inviting me.
Yeah, for
definitely.
Sure. Anytime.
And it's crazy. It's already been an hour that we've been talking, and it doesn't seem like it. It seems like 15 minutes, right? Because that's how we do it.
On White Bush, in reality, my mom will be like, damn, forever.
Like, what are you guys talking about? When did that happen? It just happened yesterday. Look, we're catching up from the week.
And I'm like, babe, I don't know. I don't know. wanted to talk about this, and we ended up talking about
Hey,
that.
he's all listening. At first, you're like, "Oh yeah, I had a good day," and then later, you're like, "Yeah, when the aliens came and took me, man, it was a trip." He's like, "What the fuck? Who are you talking to?"
What
Oh,
is
you know. Fuck.
So I make it last an hour or two. You know what I mean?
That means that we have good conversations where we're all on the same intellectual level. You know, we can keep each other amused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of amusing shit going on. You know, lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had an incident with English muffin and platypus. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you gotta go through the bullshit to get through to the good shit.
That's what it is. I'm saying. So we had a lot to talk about lately. Thank you to those that brought the fun in our conversations.
Right. It's entertaining.
By the way, we do laugh at you.
Right. It's entertaining, it's amusing, and why not laugh? Like, what? There's no smile, not cry later over here anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't do that.
I'm sorry. If you're going to come present yourself as a clown, I mean.
Right. It's like the jesters back in the royalty days where they jumped around and danced for you.
I mean, it is what it is. You know, some people, they know they grown, and some people forget they ain't grown there yet. Like, they'll act all weird and shit like that. But whatever. It is. We had our laughs about you already.
Yeah, it was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yep.
But Cry Baby Mafia 10 years strong. That's crazy. That's how the conversation started.
Yes.
10 years.
10 years.
And I'm kind of proud of it.
Oh, yeah.
And in 10 years, we're going to talk again and, about this. In 10 years, every 10 years, be like, oh, man, it's crazy.
It's crazy. We'll be like, hey, Loka, how many years is Cry? And hold up. I mean,
let me take out my Palm Pilot.
We've been here for a hot minute. We've been here for a while. When they're like, dang, it's been, and it feels like just yesterday. Like, it really does. Time
it doesn't feel like 10 for sure. It doesn't feel like 10 at all.
Yeah, but that is a decade, and that's a long time. Like, man.
Yeah, 10 years. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Every year we've had so much growth. We've had so much loss. We've had so much challenges, but at the same time, success.
Right.
And it's just been one of those things that I feel like, man, it's been such a part of my life. And and it's how you picture, like, it's not like a bad relationship where you go in a bad relationship, wasting your whole time. 10 years later, you're like,
right. You're like, damn.
It's like a marriage that made it through. Like, man.
Like, here's my life I wasted on that.
Right. Like, it was worth it. This is definitely something worth it to you guys. Right. For sure.
This has been worth it. I'm happy to say that I've been here for 10 years and I'm still going strong as long as Spooky allows me to. You know what I mean? Until I'm under the grave, I'll be right here. And as much as Spooky needs me, I need
Shout out to you, Delia. Shout out to you. I know. You've been there. You're one of the ones, man. You're the day oneer right there, straight up. Shout out to you.
We go further than day one.
Right. Look. That's like, shout out to you,
I can't even believe it's that long. Look.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of like, when I first saw Spooky, she was the one that was like, wow, I could be a part of something. Ooh. You know what I mean? And I wanted to know more about it. But I wanted to know more about her because she seemed cool as hell.
Right.
And when I finally got to meet her, hell, yeah, she was kind of cool. Whereas the others were kind of,
right. Very judgmental, very. Yeah.
And that's, that's nor here or there. That's why they, you know what I mean? That's why they are where they are. So exactly. Whatever. But Spooky has always been solid. And I'm again, I don't care what anybody says, about the real this, the real that. You just don't know. I don't care about that. It's about here and now.
Right.
It's about how Spooky has been with me here and now.
Yeah.
And Spooky has not switched up ever since. She's always been solid to me. Spooky will always give me the real deal. She doesn't sidestep.
Right.
You know, and I feel like I don't need to sidestep with her either. There's been times where I'll disagree with Spooky, and there'll be times where Spooky will disagree with me. But see, that's the thing. Like, when you have such an intense respect for somebody and relationship with somebody, and your goal is to do the same thing, your love
Right.
is, then
And it's
there's
okay to disagree. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what family's about. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, we're day ones to each other. You know, I mean, she had to dissect me to figure me out. You know what I mean? And that's fine because she found out. You know?
Right. You're like, I did not disappoint. Look. No, but that's how it is in life, and it's crazy to think like you guys probably thought at the beginning like this is it, but then like you said, people come and go, and then you're like, damn, this is what it is now, but it's stronger, and there's people that are like, that they're down. It's better to know that people are down for you, than to be wondering.
Yeah. I mean, in our past, we started in a different group before this one. And with that group, I wasn't able to really grow, and it's because they had their own guidelines. Again, they were more focused on a look. I mean, it is what it is. That's what they wanted to go for. They had a certain age bracket and a certain look they were looking for. However, I do remember, because I'm really talented in writing, like I could write really good. I'm a poet, and I also know how to put my words in a certain way, you know what I mean? And so they did give me an offer. They did consider making me an editor. But it happened at a time where it's the most craziest, however, the most destined thing that could ever happen was that while things were kind of coming together, things were also falling apart.
Right.
And when it fell apart, it was okay that I lost that opportunity, because then another door opened, which was Cry Baby Mafia.
Right.
And it was like, that song where you hear something and you right away connect to it. It was that for me. When Cry Baby Mafia opened its door, Spooky was like, "Hey guys, I'm tired of the bullshit. I got this idea. I wanna spin this."
Right.
And the day ones were like, "Let's
do it."
The day ones were like, "Yes, this is what we wanted. We all wanted that."
And they all got leadership.
And that's how it started then. So it started from, people who were on the same same mission.
Yeah. And so one door was opening, but it got closed shut while this huge door opened up and gave me this key. I did not know that I would be where I am today, but I'm glad that I'm here. It didn't go without challenges and a lot of hard work and dedication, but thank you to Clarine and her teaching me so much. And thank you to Spooky for just giving me the opportunity and just allowing me to have vocal freedom to express my ideas, my freedom to just, do what I do, because man, sometimes half the things I be doing, but I be like, you know what? I have this idea. And I'll call Spooky at all hours of the day and night. And I'll even text her, you know what I mean? And I know sometimes she'll be like, "Man, I'm trying to sleep over here. I don't give a shit. I got it."
You're all saying, huh? Nah, she's when it's about you and Cry Baby Mafia, though, it's a serious topic.
Yeah, you're
priority,
You're very only one of my very small few that I hold in my hand.
So. Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because everybody, when they got an idea, who do they go to?
You?
I have this idea, but I can't reach Spooky. what do you think? And I'll be like, órale, okay, well, you know what? Let me go spin it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, because, hey, a lot of our members, I tell you right now, a lot of our members are so talented and so passionate that they got the best ideas. Just have no idea.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, if you want to be a community like ours, you have to embrace your members.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be like, fake with it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're very sympathetic to a lot of the people, and they're able to do what they can, and in our communities and stuff. And
yeah, you can't be fake with it.
right.
And a lot of people that are no longer with us, I'm sorry, they had their own opinions of how things should be run, but they don't run like that.
Right.
Will not run it the way those people want to run it.
Right.
You know
Because
what I mean?
it doesn't get you anywhere to not be real,
Right.
Thing. And Spooky has made some hard decisions throughout the years, and some of them, there's some decisions she's made that I'm not gonna lie, I didn't agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But again, that does not mean that I'm gonna fall out.
Right.
And all these people that look upon that rely upon me and Spooky and everybody else that works together, just because of a little disagreement. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's hard work, guys.
But you made it, and you're still here, and you're
quite special, and we're here. We're not going nowhere. Cry Baby Mafia is what it is. The name is special. A lot of people judge us by our name.
Right.
I don't back.
Right.
That is the name. We're not going to change it.
No, that's a dope ass name. I dig it.
Yeah, we'll probably one day talk about how that transpired.
Right.
We could talk about a whole hour about that.
Right, for sure.
On the day that we started this organization, we had a whole list of names.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And yeah. So that's another topic for another day on some bullshit.
Yep.
But what I'm saying? So we're proud of it. We're here. We're not going nowhere. Stay tuned.
Right. To be continued.
For real.
And then we have our Carnala chief, Yaqui. If you want to know her more, follow her on TikTok.
On TikTok, look, you're gonna see some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna be on the podcast, and we're definitely gonna do a podcast all the time for Cry Baby Mafia as well. This is gonna be their platform to do whatever they want to do.
So I don't know. We don't know the name of the podcast yet, but they'll figure it out.
Right, it's gonna come to us. I feel like it's like Cry Baby Mafia. When it came to you guys, it came to you guys, and I think it's the same thing. I want to, see where it takes us, but we on here. We're just on blood. Vocals por locos right now. Look.
Just getting our toes wet.
We don't want to come on too strong. We already know we're a force to be reckoned with. Shit.
Right. All right.
All right. You have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to go eat. My vehicle should be what temperature right now, eh? Fuck, it's 12 already?
See?
Dang, time flies by when you're having fun. All right, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.